Follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
Yes, we are live Friday night. Welcome back aboard the Bhoycie bus. I'm just going to play a 20-year-old game, probably poorly in my case, after a disappointing stream last week where I was absolutely right rotten until towards the end and it picked up a little bit, didn't it? It's just a wee bit of fun playing the old Championship Manager, We can have some Celtic debate as well. I'm sure there'll be comments flying in. We are back again tomorrow night with the double Doon show, doing that with Stephen Tomlinson for Endless Celts. I was listening to their show last night. Alistair says sound pish. I don't know if that's my sound. Is it maybe a wee bit too loud? I don't know. Maybe it just the show sounds pish. I don't know what you mean, Alistair. Feel free to let me know. If there is any audio difficulties, just tell me. I'm hopeless at all this shit. You know what I mean? Looking forward to Sunday. We've got the cup final. We'll go post-match, I think, again Sunday night. And then I am looking... he says my sound is shite. Is it still shite? I don't know why it's so bad. Let me play some back. It sounds alright, mate. It says it's the echo. I can turn this down a wee bit, don't worry. How's that? That any better? Keep me up to date in the comments anyway. It's only my whining that you can hear anyway. Who wants to hear it twice with an echo? Fully take your point on board. Thanks for the heads up. Sound of the ball here, Tinny. Right. We'll get there, guys. Don't worry. Never panic, as they say. This. Put the mic volume down and then hopefully that'll be a wee bit better. That's better. Happy days. Right, okay. Let's delve into the World of Championship Manager then, because it was a good laugh last time. I was quite busy with the board behind the scenes after, as I say, it wasn't the best stream ever in terms of performance. We played better, guys, but I have spoke with the board and they have decided to back me in the transfer market. I promised you an international goalkeeper, and you will be delighted to see I have managed to bring in Jerzy Dudek straight from Liverpool at a bargain price, only £3 million. I think we've done all right there, £3 million for the, a 28-year-old Polish international. He's got pretty good attributes. I'm happy with that one. I think he's a good inclusion. I've got bids in for a few other players as well. Hopefully we'll be able to get Landon Donovan. And remember him? Everton played for. Just having a look at the finances, see if we've got any money. And we're sitting all right. We're pretty cash rich. Next match is very interesting. I thought people might like the look of that. Nakamura. Is Rangers at home. We go straight in to a Glasgow derby. Don't say the old fun term. You get slapped down for that these days. Hey ho. I was gonna say I was at the I've got to say this. I was at the Hydro last night for the Open Goal podcast. Outstanding. I was quite inspired watching it. I just think down to earth lad is Cy Ferry comes out and it's like a rock star's entered the arena. Same as Slaney's entrance, to be fair. Halliday's was nuts. Kevin Kyle's maybe slightly less, but all of them are just doing such good things. And it was really quite eye opening to see it. So I missed the first one, but to see how you can actually do a podcast on a stage like that to 14,000 folk and it actually works is fucking genius, to be fair. Graham Souness was a guest, he was brilliant. And DiCanio came out in a kilt, and it was outrageous, some of his stories. Brilliant, really enjoyed it. And if they do play live again next year, that I thoroughly recommend. Alistair's already in the comments, love this. 6'2", Bhoycie, no pressure, son. Philip DeMarco, you can't just say things like that, mate. I don't think the stream can survive without Henrik Larsson playing, mate. I just don't see its longevity if we've not got Henrik. He's got 6 and 7, 6 and 5 in the league, in fact. He's got to stay. Matty, MCK, well, I think there's a great opportunity there to do that. As I say, it's miles down the road for me. This show would really need to increase massively in numbers. Obviously, we got a wee flavour of that on Wednesday. I think it was 240 watching live. Not to blow smoke up the show's arse or anything. It was just quite humbling and quite surprising that there was that many folk watching. So if we start getting numbers like that on a regular basis, I don't mean the Championship Manager show. That's always going to be more niche and it's just a bit of fun for me, really, to be honest. And hopefully you who are watching it enjoy it as well. But I certainly think, Mark, I'm only off on a tangent. I definitely think there's scope to consider, if there's an appetite for it to go live in a far smaller arena than the Hydro. But I don't think it's off the menu, Marty. I think it's something that if you don't get inspired watching what Open Goal did last night, and you kind of do a podcast and you don't feel inspired, then there's something wrong with you because, as I say, I can't emphasize enough. I left fully on the Open Goal bus, mate. The boogie bus, I think theirs was called it. But brilliant, and hopefully in the future we'll have other ideas as well, Marty. I've got quite an exciting one that actually does involve a bus for the end of the season, which I've not really put any plans in place yet, but I've got an idea in my head that could be really, really cool and get viewers all involved as well. And he's absolutely right when he comes back in and he says all rock stars start in small venues and then they build it up. It's true, mate. It's true. Right, it's nearly game day or game time even, because remember it used to be Saturday evenings. Saturday evening, 5:30 kickoff, was it? Can't remember. Right, who are we got in the team? This is how we line up. I love it, Philip, mate. Love it. Bhoycie in the booze or no driving the bus, though. Yes, drink responsibly or don't drive at all would be the message. Absolutely. That's the team we're going with. We are at home, and this could be our opportunity, guys, to lay down a marker. I mean, I know I was getting pelters, but we've won 3 in a row now. We are doing a wee bit better. The results, trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Then comes the Celtic Supporters Podcast. He's saying up there, lads. Nice one, mate. Good to have you on the show. Right, here we go. Big one. Come on. Let's try. Yes. Cheers, Joseph, mate. Alistair's coming in asking what I'm doing for the cup final. I'm going to watch it in the house, and then I'll maybe hang off half an hour, wait till the news at 10's finished, and then I'll come on and we'll hopefully be celebrating a trophy win. So it could be a good wee early evening show on Sunday. I'll try and cut it down to like half an hour or something because obviously I'm back on the Monday doing the Monday club. So I am looking forward to the game tomorrow. What about yourself, Alistair? Let me know, everyone, what they're doing for the cup finals. Anyone got any like mad, like, what do they call it, like superstitions and that they need to do in a big game? 3-1, Big Bad John. Nellinger's red card, brilliant. Oh, you love to see this, eh? You love to see it. Aye, let me know what you're doing for the cup final. If you're going, even better. I want to know all about that as well. Obviously, there was a ticket fiasco with Hibs, who want half the tickets but can't sell them. What do you want the tickets for? Again, they've made themselves look a wee bit daft in that one for me. The Wenger bus has started. Vroom, vroom, all aboard. Chucky Allah says, feed the bear, on you go, Russ. Good to have you on feed, mate. You're a bit of a legend, mate. I'm not going to lie. Brilliant to have you with us on this Friday evening. Oh, Alistair Jack's going, and he says he thinks it's going to be 3-1. Predictions coming for the cup final already. I'll save mine for tomorrow night's show with Stephen Tomlinson, who's our guest on Double Down. But I am confident. I've got to be honest. I mean, I've not really thought about what I think the score will be, but definitely I'm feeling. I think we'll get something. I think we'll get the right result in the end, despite all the injuries that we've got. But more importantly, look at that for a win. Bobby Petr, 10 out of 10, mate. He is probably the best version of himself in Championship Manager. Probably better than what he was in real life, to be fair. Although the reason he's so good in this game is because the year before he had such a big impact under Martin O'Neill, as did many players that we thought maybe Martin O'Neill wouldn't be able to get a tune out of, but he managed to. Such was his brilliant man management skills. Oh, Bruce comes in. I love this comment. This is superb to read, mate. Will be the first game me, my dad, and brother watched together in 21 months on Sunday. That is brilliant, mate. You're not sure whose house you're watching at, but looking forward to it. Bruce, that to me is what it's all about, mate. I know some people think you need to go to every game to be a real fan. I never have subscribed to that, you know. I think of the memories of my late dad, you know, bouncing about the living room with him. And if you're telling me that we were any less Celtic fans than those there, then I'd take umbrage with that. And, yo, that's a really nice moment, Bruce, if it's the first time in 21 months as well. Good on you, my man. Nice one. Morton Vicos, £2 million. I think he's got to go for that, guys. Oh, and Tom Boyd. See you later, Tommy. Ruthless, Bhoycie. Willie McStay, Tom Boyd in the first 2 months of my management. Philip DeMarco will be coming in, calling me ruthless in no time. I'm sure of that. Everton, where are they getting the money from? They're usually rooked. The king never scored. This is a revolution, and the money raised will bring success. I'm sorry, but just do it as this is Peter Lowell talking. Open the biscuit tin. We have an income. Philip, you're a good guy, but you're killing me on this one. I don't like to disagree with you, mate, but honestly, sell Henrik Larsson. What's everyone else's thoughts on this? Oh, we'll take that for Colin Healy as well. Money's rolling in now. Don't need to sell the king. We're selling Vicost and Healy and off. Vicost money's going flying up. Cancel that 2 million one then. Everton it is. There's a player. Remember him? Juan Roman Riquelme. He was brilliant, eh? He was brilliant. Colin Healy said he's had a clash with the Bhoycie bus. I doubt it, mate. Oh dear. This is all good. See, this is how you generate the cash. You've got to sell the fringe players. See, the fringe players, Philip, not the king, man, and just build up the cash funds. I mean, we're looking right now, we're sitting with 24 million in the bank. You know, it could be a lot worse. We're still going to get a couple of million coming in for V-Cost as well. Sell Larson and I'll unsubscribe. I think you've got a point, Bruce, to be fair, mate. I really do. Donny boy, I'm on the hoops. You know it, Donny, mate. Good to have you with us as well, as always, my man. Such a positive contributor in the comments, and that is what it's all about. I was going to say as well, tomorrow's Double Down. I know Stephen Tomlinson's obviously got his own podcast, as I've said, and the Celtics one, but I don't think it's only going to be podcasters that I have on as a guest each week. I will be looking to the viewership, and you know, if your patter excels in the comments and all that, you might get a wee message from the Bhoycie bus offering to take you on a Saturday night and have a couple of beers, play some Double Down, and talk Celtic. So stay peeled for that because I want it to have as many folk involved as possible. You know what I mean? It's about all of us as a unit sort of thing. You know, and it's not just about me. I'm just the idiot and stupid enough to go on camera. But the show's shite with the comments, so why not come on air and, you know, give us your views that way as well. We will work all of that out in good time. But yeah, I just didn't want anyone thinking that a guy, he's picking guys for podcasting. It's not going to work like that. We will definitely be getting viewers on as well. And that could mean someone right now watching. Who knows? Philip DeMarco's been on one of my shows before. I used to do a Championship Manager stream about a year ago. And he was brilliant fun on it, in fairness. Big Philip, legend, mate. See, there's a wee debate going on about selling Henke here. And Philip's very much of the opinion that we should sell Henrik Larsson. I mean, even the words are giving me the fear. We all loved him as a player, but lads, this is bigger. Take the specs off. Aquilme is a standard of player we need in this. Philip DeMarco, I was sacked. No winner. Well, ideas like selling Henrik Larsson. Club Brugge is a tricky tie to get for the first round of the UEFA Cup. And he's at Timothy Simons. I think he played for Club Brugge till he was about 40. I couldn't believe it. I seen him playing for them in the UEFA Cup a couple of years ago. I thought that can't be the same guy for Championship Manager. And it was. It turns out he was the captain or something. He was like 38, 39, playing in Europe. Mad. And is the sound all good now as well? Just double check on that. Hopefully it is. And thanks again for letting me know about that at the start of the show. I can't hear myself, unfortunately, so it is a big help. There's your boy, Philip. There's your boy. And Bobby Pella, he's in scintillating form. Scintillating form. Philip DeMarco, we got Pat for Hacker, for fuck's sake. Right, we did. Do you know what? There's not really much getting away from it, Philip. You're absolutely spot on. We got pat to it by Hacker. It was embarrassing. Some interesting debate coming in from Big Feed. As always, he's saying, Bruce, the game is definitely going ahead as planned. Is the game definitely going ahead as planned? Sorry, I don't mean the actual game. I mean restrictions. Somebody mentioned about it earlier. I don't know if it's true, mate. From what I'm led to believe, what I'm led to believe from my sources, the game is going ahead. Full crowds, full capacity. Obviously, it's an ever-changing situation, though, so it wouldn't surprise me if the cup final we see a full crowd, and then I think the derby in the second, I don't see that being a sellout. Well, I don't see that being allowed to have a sellout crowd in there. I think you might find that it is very much reduced capacity, if any at all, come the 2nd of January. What a shite, man. No, I don't mean the situation. Obviously, I've got the most empathy and sympathy for anyone who's been affected by it. It's just a shite situation. I mean, as a football fan, do you know what I mean? And as someone who likes to go to the pub, these things are frustrating. Such is life. Bruce lives in England. We have very different restrictions than in Scotland. Sorry, bud. No, I get that, mate. Angelo says, turn your volume up. Hopefully it won't be tinny again, mate. How's that? Ta-da! Matthew Duff, the main man, Bhoycie. Superb, mate. Thanks for that. I appreciate it, man. In fact, I'm bringing that comment up. Someone get a screenshot of that. Marty's coming back and saying might very well be a circuit breaker after the cup final. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You might actually find that the game ends up not taking place at all. Well played, says Philip DeMarco, the pantomime villain right now who wants Henrik out the door. He says, well played, Russell. 2 very good results. I agree with that, mate. 3-1 at home in Europe should just about be enough. I'm so tight with the money. I wish I was as tight as this in real life. I'd be loaded. Instead, I'm doing things on a shoestring budget with a tinny microphone, you know. Better, come on, Kyogo and Forest. Angelo, I love that positivity. Speaking of Japanese heroes, though, Angelo, what about Big Shunsuke signing for us? Could we? Could we bring him in? What's everyone's thoughts on that? Are you game? Should we bring in Nakamura? I'm all for it. The suits say clubs are to test daily from Monday. Yes, that is the news at present, Alistair. I just, do you get the impression, like, see with the amount of games getting called off in England, it's just inevitable what's going to happen here as well. Certainly hope not, and I'm not trying to plant any seeds for the First Minister or that annoying guy who's always on off the ball talking about it. Who's that guy, that COVID guy? Those are the adverts. Sick of the sound of his voice, man. Right, Motherwell away for Park. The best comment I seen was the fucking Wenger boss. Yes. Oh, too good, mate. Too good. Absolutely too good. Ah, the Wenger bus, the Bhoycie bus, call it what you want. Yeah, by the way, got to say a big shout out to it's like the taxi conductor guy outside the Hydro last night. I was with Regan, my mate, a great friend of mine, Regan Stevenson. And he's in a wheelchair, right? That's it. It's all good. And I'm in a rush because I've got to try and like get my lift home as well. So I'm like to the guy, I'm like, excuse me, and he goes, Russell Boyce. It's like, all right. He said, I know you, son. I said, all right, nice one, man. How you doing? And he says, don't you worry, your boy will be in the taxi, not a problem at all. You go catch your lift. So a big shout out to him for that. And I spoke to Regan. He says he made sure he got home safely. So Bhoycie bus one must be spreading a wee bit. I was approached quite a few times last night. Some guy wanted a selfie. I'm like, all right, man, I'm game for all this. I just take it in my stride, man. If folk want to say hello, I'm all for it. Why not? Like, too many folk just, the only way they can communicate these days in life is like this. And they all get a wee bit harder, even they're behind the keyboard or typing on their phone. You know, come up and say hello if you see me. I love all that shit. In comes Marty against scary times. I've not been this terrified since the first time I seen Davy Dunn's face. Donny boy, it's interesting. I mean, it's going to, obviously, I know it's a bit tongue in cheek, your comment, but you've got to admit, how are all the clubs going to afford this? How are they all going to afford it? There's going to be, unless they're getting help, and I think that's what Sturgeon was saying, in fact, so coming back to me. I think Feed the Bear, Sturgeon was saying, basically, she doesn't want to close anything down, i.e., pubs or i.e., sporting events, until there's assurances from Westminster that there's going to be funding to support these businesses if they do have to shut them. So I get that. I get that. You've got nuclear, boys. I'm not quite sure of that. Kieran, I don't know what's going on with the sound tonight, mate. I don't know what's happening, man. Is he over in Sweden or is it just my speakers? Aye, I don't know, mate. I don't know why that's happening. Talk's all right, though. I like it, mate. It's a bit like a Swedish talk. Right, third part, let's do it. Gonna bring Big Chris Sutton back in. He liked these sort of games, didn't he? But what we'll do is we'll take out that Diddy Mark Anthony. That'll do us. Let's have a go again. Alistair Jack Regan had a date on Bhoycie and had to dump you. That's basically what happened. Regan was away out in the pool, mate. He just sacked me off. Had to go get a lift home. What a night at the Hydro, though. We can't emphasise that enough. I absolutely loved it. If you speak in a high voice, that might sort it. How's that? Is that even worse? Or is that better? Tell you what, trust the process, lads and ladettes. Trust the process. Sitting there, 4-0 up with half an hour played, you know what I mean? 20 minutes, in fact, it was. Not bad going at all. Oh, get in there. Oh, Henrik, 6. Just wait till the UEFA Cup final. I'll be wearing a full suit, man. You know what I mean? Leading the team out. Yeah, where's the paint roller and the bed sheets now, Philip DeMarco? Eh? Have you got any helium, Russ? What is going on here, man? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I can only apologise. if I sound really bad. I don't know what's going on. Can you still hear me now? No? Maybe not. That might be just in complete silence now. It's not the same fixture as the 7-1, but it's a good result because the fixtures are random every save, unfortunately. Right, 10 minutes to go, man. 6-0. Could we make it 7-1 though and get the same scoreline? You never know. You never know. Bring on me, Sean. Take off Henrik. He's done his job. Wrap him up in cotton wool. If everyone can hear me, happy days. We'll just need to go with the sound being a bit dodgy. So what happens when you've got, equipment bought on a shoestring, as I say, Oh, Motherwell got a wee late goal, but tell you what, the gauntlet has been laid. We've overtaken Rangers in third, Sevco, whatever you want to call them. I suppose this was before the time of Sevco, though, so they were still Rangers then, I think. 25 goals in 7 games. See, we're converting our chances now. I told you this at the start. You just had to be patient. The wing backs are loving life right now. Did you get this? His turn to get a 10 out of 10. Well done, mate. Massimo Ambrosini. Imagine if he was at Celtic in real life. What a player. And he's playing very well. John Hartson doing great as well. And then there's going to be more competition up top coming. It's 1 point off Hearts. They'll fall away, I'm sure of it, although they do remain unbeaten. Pigeon 1 to Pigeon 2. Check loud, clear, over and out. Oh, love it, feed the bear. I love it. We can't all have complete professional standards all the time, unfortunately. Bobby Pett's signed on. Mark Kerr's getting praised. I'll always back your players in public, won't you? Unless they're going to cost me my job, then I'll sack them off, you know what I mean? I'll need to hear this back. I don't know what is going on with this helium pattern. So getting all paranoid in that, guys. Just sound as dull as ever, don't I, really? Let's be honest, it's the deepest voice in Europe, man. It's a terrible voice I've got. It's annoying. The sound is fine, mate. You've got me all panic. I'm having to watch myself back on the phone. What are you lads like? Right, home to Kilmarnock. Should we play an attacking lineup for a wee change? Or should we stick with a winning formula? What do you think? What would you do? Would you stick? Or would you look at the other ones we've got? Oh no, better save that as it is. That's good. Let's have a wee look. See, if it says mad, it must be nuts. Aye, Bruce, you're not far wrong, mate. You're not far wrong. I can't even remember coming up with this tactic, but we'll try it. Why not? We'll give it a wee bash. Dastily and Muttley making short work of that pitch. Bhoycie has the fear. No. A wee bit maybe. Right, let's see what we'll have a wee go, eh? Got to try and jazz it up a bit. And there's Henrik again. That one's for you, Philip DeMarco. As always, every time Henrik scores, you'll never live it down that you wanted to sell him. Oh, 2. We're on fire tonight. This is more how the stream is meant to look. Dastily and Murray making short work of that pigeon. Love it. Oh, Jerome Varai with a goal for Kilmarnock. Saté, yes, my boy. Get in there. We're doing all right, guys. Likes, we're doing all right. 31 watching live right now as well. A big thank you to all you. I just leave these. I tend just to leave the Chapman one on YouTube. I'm not going to put these on Spotify. I don't really think it's worth listening to catch up. I think it's a wee bit of a novelty show, the Chapman thing. It's a life. It's a life. It's a laugh. And obviously, it's the most important game of my life as well. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Alexi, this is what I'm wanting to do, the nostalgia trips. Let's try and cast our minds back to this era. As Marty McKay is suggesting, good to have you with us again, Marty, by the way, mate. I know you comment quite regularly. Thank you. Remember when Michael Moore signed for the old Rangers? Was it ever confirmed if it was his wife or his ma in the papers with him? I'm still stumped all these years. Was that the big boned woman, shall we say? Aye, I think that was his wife. Was it not? I'm sure there were songs that used to get sung about it, shocking and quite funny. Poor Hurdle. You wouldn't want to be, you wouldn't want to be her sitting there while thousands of folk are singing about rather shag a sheep than Moses' wife. Was that the song? I think it was. Anyway, no, I'm sure that was his wife. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Donny boy, that tune will be in my nut all night now. Love it, lads. Love it. We are scoring goals here. Are you not entertained? That is the question. John Hartson, 6-2. And we love a 6-2. Marty, her bones were really big. Trying to word it all like politely and that, you know what I mean? The emoji popped up, Bruce, and my eyes are gash nowadays. I don't know what they're talking about. Can only pop in and out. Sack the board, sack the manager. Comment of the night. Contact has just popped into the stream to say, sack the board, sack the manager. And that's right, he's fucked off. Unbelievable. Contact at his absolute best. I love Pat like that, man. Love it. Can't go wrong with Pat like that. All aboard and jump on the Bhoycie bus to the tune of Cypress Hill and Damian Marley. I wish you could sing it to me, Ronnie. I would love to hear that, mate. Yeah, that's what I thought, Alistair. I agree with you, mate. And Kieran as well. Is Penelope Pitstop joining us, or did I miss something when I was at the show? Oh, I thought it said sack the board, sack the manager, sack the board, back the manager. That's even better. Thanks very much. Sorry, got it wrong, Con. But no, all good. And thanks as always to Bruce FM for keeping me right in all things life based, because I'm hopeless. Can't even read it, turns out now. I'm having a bit of a mare tonight. I sound like I'm on helium or even deeper than that. And then I'm also unable to read, and I keep losing my train of thought when I'm talking as well. Had a few drinks last night, right enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Vodka and Iron Brew Extra. Oh no, Iron Brew Energy. Iron Brew Energy stuff's good. Don't know if you ever tried it. I should really be getting them to pay me to say things like that, so we'll not repeat that again. Send the manager to Specsavers, along with half the referees in the country as well, mate. There's an unbelievable irony at Specsavers sponsoring the refs. Like girls came up with that. It's funny. Sort of money back on that sponsorship deal in the slightest, to be completely honest. I see, Con knows, mate. Boyce will come good. He knows this city. I'm away now then. Take it easy, my man. Good to have you jump on. Bring us a wee bit of comedy, mate. Love it. Penelope had many pit stops, and Duck Dastardly was wholly content. Oh, Jamie Smith. It's not a lot of money, Palace. I want £1 million. £1 million. Why not? Oh, we must be playing Hearts. Top of the table clash. Hearts, who are one place above us, a point better off than us as well, still unbeaten this season, but they're coming up against a bit of an inspired Celtic side. They'll go with a more sensible formation. Not that you can really say that formation's particularly sensible either. That is how we're going to line up. Stilian Petrov played a 10 last game. He's doing well. Ambrosini's doing well. Neil Lennon played a 10. He stays in the team. Well done, mate. Wing backs I'm happy with. How's big Johan for Rohan doing? He's been doing pretty well as well. We go again, as they say, you know. We go again. Oh, I forgot about that song. Oh, that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh. Big John Hartson with the goal to give us a 1-0 lead, a slender 1-0 lead against Hearts, but I just don't see us getting beat, man. I don't see us getting beat. Celtic's on fire now. Aye, we can do this. We can definitely do it. Yes, Ian. He is in the room. Hail, hail, Bhoycie. Well, hail, hail to you as well, mate. Good to have you with us as well, Ian, as always. You're a good contributor in the comments as well. I love all the interaction, man. I think it's brilliant. That's what it's all about. Get as many comments up as possible. Actually get the patter flowing. No cherry picking for Bhoycie, you know that. Right. Mark Antony, I mean, does anyone ever remember him when he was at Celtic? No? Just me. In fact, I don't even remember him when he was there. I just remember seeing it was in his history on this game, so I always had a wee liking for him. I think I was carrying my dog. That excellent dog called Muttley. I was more gutted leaving the dog than her. I think we've all been there, mate, to be honest. We all know the feeling, but yeah, maybe less the Muttley part. I don't want Kieran tearing up or anything like that, you know what I mean? You take it easy and hang in there, Kieran, my boy. We've all got your back, mate. The hair bear bunch or the banana splits. Fucking hell. I think that's before my time, like hair bear. I remember there was like Care Bears and Wear Bears. I didn't know there was hair bears. What are we talking about, man? Another good display, Anthony Emi with his man of the match. Anthony Emi, I mean, don't get me wrong, went on to have a very, very good career, right, if we're honest. He was brilliant down in the Premiership for a couple of teams. I think he was at Southampton and Fulham, wasn't he? And he did very well, but honestly, he conceded some amount of goals to Celtic. You know, he was in goals for the 5-1 game under Venglos. I remember, I think Celtic put 6 past. It wasn't even that long ago. 5 or 6 we'd scored. And because Lil Z on Twitter, I don't know if you follow him, but you should because he's brilliant. And he definitely, like, Yemi was in goals. I'm sure we scored 6. 6, I was watching it the other day. I was like, that's fucking Yemi again. Glasgow CSC, it's just simple like this. Yes, Bhoycie. Yes to you, mate. Yes. Colin, Mon the Bhoycie, how's it going? I'm fucking great, mate. How are you? Talk to me. Talk to me, man. I am good. I am good. Bruce FM, you're Mr. Angry. No, I think you're obviously referring to some sort of character, but in general, I find Bruce an extremely funny lad. He sent me, honestly, the most fucked up message about 2:30 one night. That was his way of introducing himself to me. He's just talking in riddles, man. I was pissing myself. I don't know what the fuck you've been up to that night, mate, but I've been there, like. Oh, now we're talking. Funhouse, Pat Sharp. That takes me back. It's mentally because in your head you thought the two wee like cheerleader girls were hot, and then you watch it back and when you ride them into battle, do you know what I mean? Not for me. Feed the bears back, and that's what they. Maybe I do need to start cherry picking the comments more before I bring them up. Who cares? Who cares? Kieran, I hope you're not saying being there to what Feed the Bear just said. I'm going to guess not. The Funhouse, the twins, that's the twins, aye. Like rotten. I don't know what the big fuss was about. Donny's back in, Pat Sharp, the one guy you'd think would never get on drugs. There was him and there was another one as well. Who was it? Was it Richard Bacon? Is that his name, Richard Bacon? And he was like Blue Peter host. Just getting mad with it on Charlie. Each to their own. Maybe Blue Peter did that to him. Who knows? Oh, It was a joke. It was a joke. Oh, Alistair, mate. Oh, Sel Lennon, says Colin. He's obviously still got a grudge. Lennon's pretty good in this game, to be fair. I do rate him. Crystal Maze. Who's that Richard O'Brien? Was he something to do with... What was Richard O'Brien to do with before? Was it the Rocky Horror Show? I think. His bacon was cooked. Pat Sharp and a mullet and Terry Nupkins rocked the skullet. What is a skullet? I'm showing my age here, eh? Naivety. My ignorance. Right. Away to Club Brugge. See, this is a big one tonight. I'm thinking we go a wee bit more defensive. I think we might just need to shore it up a wee bit here. Do you know what I mean? I just think 3-1. If we get beat 2-0, we're out. Rocky Horror Show it was. Finally, I'm getting signed right. It's mental to think as well that that's Tim Curry and he's in that, isn't he? And then he's fucking he's the hotel inspector guy in Home Alone. Mental. Luckily for me, I'm not particularly highly strung here, and obviously we don't want to put anything up that might jeopardise the show, but I think we've crossed that line. I don't think so. I think we'll be all right. Magic Roundabout. What was that? Was that all about folks smoking weed or something like that? There was loads of references to it. I've never been a stoner. Tried it at school and all that, but it just wasn't. You know, I'm quite a hyper guy, and I'm like, I don't want to be chilled out. You know, fuck that. If he wants to be chilled, some people do, I suppose. Maybe if they're stressed. Luckily for me, I didn't get stressed a bit much. So no, it's never been my thing. But I'm sure the Magic Roundabout. I'm sure there was loads of references to being out your trumpet on something anyway. If it wasn't marijuana, I'm not quite sure what it was. Marijuana. I don't know why I said that. Henrik Larsson, the King of Kings, 27th of September. He's up to 10 goals for the season. Where are you, DeMarco? Are you still hiding? Skullet means bald on top, long at the back like Hulk Hogan. Gotcha. And a goal from Club Brugge. Smoulders. We don't want any more of that. Donny boy, never apologise, mate. All good. All good. I take it as an education. Like I probably bored you with before, in case you didn't know, I owned a pub for 6 years. And I was very young. I mean, I blagged the whole thing when I was like 22, right? There's a documentary, in fact. I'll need to put the documentary onto this channel if I can. Or in fact, give me 2 seconds. Can I put the link in the comments? You need to watch it. It was a documentary done about me having the pub just as I was leaving. You'll need to watch it. But anyway, what I was saying about the boozer was, though, a lot of older customers came in. I found it a real, like, learning curve listening to them, you know, and okay, they might take a wee bit longer to get their story out or whatever, and their memory might not be like rapid, sharp, but I always find it fascinating. I always think when they're older, I always think folk that are older just got a wee bit more experience, don't they? So yeah, always listen to folk who are older. So you never need to apologise, Donny, my man. I went off on a tangent again there. Try to pay attention to these tactics as well. Russell should sack his team behind the scenes for letting these through. I know, mate. See all my little, like, you know what I mean? All my wee runabout folk, you know. You go get this. You go get that. Apart from you, Bhoycie, Dom Diamond follows me on Twitter. Class guy, loved Game Master. Game Master, yes. That is taking me back, to be honest. Game Master. That was like when they had like it was like the old guys like Big King Coopen was just like there. That was Game Master, wasn't it? I think so. Anyway. Oh, Bruce. That's the worst comment of the night. It was a smouldering effort, though, talking about Smoulders. Goal! Henrik! Yes. We needed that. Get in there. Henrik Larsson. Give me joy in my heart. Give me Larsson. Yes. Philip DeMarco, where are you, mate? Your thoughts, please, on his man of the match display in Europe, his 2 goals, taking us through to the next round. You said the club needs to evolve, or needs to progress, or whatever word it was you used. I think Henrik Keita's progressing, mate. I'm going to stand by it. And Dudek's came in. He's showed things up in goals as well. Great form there. If you have a wee look, you can see the form guides. He's played an 8, a 7 again, and then an 8 and a 9 in his last 2 matches. So always good to see the form guided players and see how they're sort of doing. Melby's in great form just now as well. 2 9s in his last 2 matches. And Big Yoss, 5 8s in a row. Team's looking good. Playing confidently. We've won every game tonight, eh? That's mad. Considering we got papped out by Haka. Didn't win in our first 2 league games last time. Only had a point after 2 league games. To think we're now top of the league, baby, and into the second round of the UEFA Cup. Having been handed a difficult tie, guys, I've got to say it. I think we are doing all right. Just for the crack, Beaver. Good work, mate. I like it. I like it. You know what I liked about just having a beer there? It's making me think. First of the night, by the way. We'll have a few later on. Like, well, I've got work tomorrow, so I've got to kind of take it relatively easy. But I loved it. Like, see last night, what because you take wee bits from it and you go, what I've enjoyed about doing this, and what I enjoy about open goal. Now, I'm not comparing the two in terms of how good they are and whatever level this is at, but there's a natural chat, like flow of the chat, which I think is what people want to see. They don't want to see the media getting replicated by fans. The whole fucking point of fan media is because it's a completely different sort of style. It's a completely different way of watching your team get spoke about, or whether it be your club getting spoke about, whatever. And I just felt, at one point, Graham Souness, I know folk will be booing, but I actually thought it was quite good value in the show last night. But anyway, he puts down his beer and then he's like, "Hey, I'll have another one, please." Just sitting naturally on the couch, telling his stories, having a bottle of beer. And sometimes I think folk like want to put stigmas on it, and like, oh my God, he's having a bottle of beer. Oh, fuck, like, gives a fuck, man. It's what people do. And I find that a very relatable thing when I was watching it. Obviously, the drinking beer bit, definitely, but I thought, that's just a natural conversation I was watching on the couch. And even guys like Graham Souness, who obviously look after themselves and are fit and healthy and all that, he likes wee beer talking about football too. So nothing wrong with it. Ronnie's coming in, mate. I'll send you that tenner the night, pal. Bhoycie, top man, your streams are class. Up the tick. Yes, Ronnie, my man. Love it. Next show, I'm definitely getting stoned and some shrooms. Nice, mate. Whatever tickles your pickle, feed the bear. Absolutely, mate. I'm never one to judge. Not my style in the slightest. I think it's everyone's got a vice or numerous vices. Just enjoy yourself. Right, Sean Maloney's not even on the bench. See, Sean Maloney, is he getting this Hibs job, but not in time for the final? I wonder. Interesting to find out. Because, I think there was a few people considering whether he would be a good option for Celtic, maybe with someone above him in the summer. But, the thing was with that, there was a lot of names linked, Still not quite over Roy Keane not getting the job. Loving the comments still coming in as well as always. And as I say, I will do my best to read out most of them. No airs or graces about it. Real life, Russ, and you're being yourself. We love it, bud. What a nice thing to say, Feed the Bear. I love you, mate. It's great. It's what it is. Awful but wondered. Only one type of beaver I like. Oh, jeez. Oh, Donny, I'm not even finishing that comment, mate. Jeez. Oh. Do you know what? The thing was, with the Roy Keane thing was, you're trying to make good. Well, it's not TV we're on, right? Good. You'd say good TV, but you're trying to go, well, you're telling me on one hand, folk are talking about Enzo Maresca. I'm like, what the fuck's he done? And unsurprisingly, was it the Parma job and he got sacked already? I certainly wasn't on that bus. And then at that point, it seemed like the only other option was Roy Keane. So I had to find an argument to back him. And then obviously grew arms and legs. And that was great fun. Aye, no, Kieran, definitely that's younger than me, mate. What's this? Are jokes not allowed? Sort it out. What jokes? All jokes are allowed. Don't be daft, Stevie boy. Just, aye. Well, do you know what? It was just, I didn't really think this comment I had to bring up. But now you've called me out. I'm a man of the people and all that push. I'll bring it up now, Stevie. Keep you happy, son. Dolly boy, Roy Keane's still hanging about. Oh, I know, mate. I would have loved it. I would have. There's just a naughty part of me that would. Stevie, I don't know who's getting sniped, mate. There's certainly no one in charge of the comments at my end who's sniping anyone. I don't know where that's coming from, my man. I've got enough on my plate trying to read the comments and manage Celtic to glory, so I can only apologise if any comments have been sniped, but I've certainly not taken any down, my man. YouTube do have a policy and all that, though, so if they've took it down, it's effort to do with me, mate. As you can see, I'm far too. I'm not really the best multitasker as it is, let alone trying to delete comments. Jeez, oh, not a chance, my man. Double down, double down, double down. You know it, Feed the Bear. Double down will be back tomorrow night, which will be good fun. I'm hoping anyway. And we'll do a wee sort of preview of the final. And then there's a great question as well. Nicola comes in. Oh, brilliant, Nicola. You sent me a lovely message today as well, and I do thank you for that. Honestly, that was really kind. Nicola, Friday night, get them down here. Always great chat with a Bhoycie boy. You know it, Nicola, my darling. Yes. And Michael with $1 million question. Will I be doing a broadcast on Sunday, Bhoycie? Why the fuck not, mate? Let's just do it, eh? Yeah, I think we will. I think I'll go on after the game. I don't really, doing like a preview show, a pre-match show, or whatever, isn't great fun, to be honest, doing them, if I'm honest, because you're guessing, you're trying to look a wee bit like, call it as the game's going to go, which 99 times out of 100, it's not going to. But I definitely think that after the game, we go live. I think we'll need to. What I'll do is I'll wait half an hour, let the support act finish, and then we'll take over. That's a joke, by the way, a joke. But we'll wait half an hour. Hopefully, I'll just be me calming myself down after a victory, and then we'll go live and we'll do another 45 minutes to an hour. Hopefully, as I say, basking in the glory of Ange Postecoglou getting 1 out of 1. Don boy. I mean, wow. Get a live stream going on. Sorry, I went all quiet. I'm just thinking, though, eh? I'm tempted to. I'm not doing anything on Sunday. I don't have a TV in here, though. That's the problem. I don't have a TV. Let me think about that one, Donny. All right. And certainly, with regards to doing that in the future, that's giving me food for thought. If not this Sunday, I think we could do a live one during the show. And Feed the Bear, Bhoycie, if you're starting these shows, I'll be there with all the troops. It means the world to me, mate, you saying that. I really do appreciate it. Matthew's asking if I've got a ticket. Sadly not, Matthew. I'm not a season ticket holder or anything, so it's not possible. I work Saturdays, mate, unfortunately. So that's been my whole life. I've worked Saturdays. I was saying about the pub earlier, so that was every single Saturday you were in, no matter what's your busiest day of the week. And then obviously the sort of job I've got right now, sadly, Saturdays are one of their busiest days. So I've got to be in on a Saturday as well. Kieran's picking up in the patter. That's what it's all about, mate. It's a wee bit of a joke as well. Anyone gets offended by that, calm himself right down. You want to. I'm tempted. I am tempted. A bag of cans and a live stream of the game on Oof Day. Could be fun, mate. It's I'm planning on putting a TV like over there, So it would be like, I'm just trying to think, it would be like side on like that. That would work all right. And then I'm going to put it on a bracket. I might just speed up that process now. Might not be in time for this Sunday, but yeah, I'm just thinking that could work. Even if it's me sort of side on, I think the reactions I'll always like look back at the camera and all that anyway. I think we could do a wee watch along sort of thing if you wanted. If you think there's food. Listen, I'm up to any idea, man. If we think it's going to work and I've got the time and I can do it, then why not? Oh, Matthew, love it, mate. Love it. You're not the only one to tell me that, by the way. Someone messaged me saying, I better watch because I'm in the I'm in the Hibs end. I'm like, well, there's only going to be about 3 of them, so you've got nothing to worry about. As long as you're with a couple of pals, you'll be fine. Modelling socks and gloves, very good, Philip, mate. Absolutely. See you later, Bhoycie. Keep the hoops buzzing. Nice one, Alistair Jack. Really enjoyed your company tonight, mate. That was brilliant, mate. Thanks for coming on and airing all your views. You were good in the chat, pal. Enjoyed that. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, those puns have started early for Big Bruce tonight. Like, they have started early, my boy. Stevie's outside. Yeah, it was never sniping by me, that comment, Stevie. I can assure you that's the first time I've seen it, pal. Right. Henrik Larsson, build up praise. What do you think, Philip? Are you watching? Right, we'll make this the last game of the stream because we're going great guns and I don't want to lose a game. I want to win every match on the stream tonight. That would be good and that would take us up to a nice wee round hour as well. It's been a good wee laugh as always. Obviously, the Saturday night show will be talking a hell of a lot more about the realities facing us on Sunday. We'll be talking about all things Celtic. We'll probably have to talk about COVID and what the potential outcomes of the current situation could mean, whether it be a circuit break has been suggested in one of the earlier comments from one of the viewers, or whether there might be empty stadiums again, God forbid. And we could see what impact that might have on Celtic's chances of winning the league if it were to be the case. I think these are all good chats to have tomorrow. And we're really, really looking forward to having Stephen from Endless Celts on as well. If you haven't, you can check them out on the old YouTube. They sort of pre-record their podcast visually and it's on Spotify and all that. And I'm sure they'll tell us all a wee bit more about it tomorrow. Are you playing a computer game, Russ? I hadn't noticed. Aye, Kieran, mate. Oh, Kieran, I love it, son. Aye, this is just the chat back in streams. That's why the chat's a wee bit varied tonight. We're not staying strictly to Celtic. And yes, Bruce, you have noticed Nakamura playing for Yokohama F Marinos. And that, of course, is where we plucked Ange Postecoglou, the main man at the moment for me. Postecoglou, what he's done, and we'll talk about this tomorrow as well, I'm sure, but he just puts your mind at ease when really, you're looking at the team injuries and all that, and you should be in a blind state of panic going into this final, and yet he just puts your mind at ease. He doesn't panic, he doesn't get flustered, he'll be completely relaxed going into the game. Sure, he'll have a couple of nerves, that's just human nature, but he does put you at ease a wee bit, Ange, and long may that continue. Nicola Ventura, good player. George Graham's the new Falkirk manager. In other news, on the 13th of October 2001. Wow. Imagine if that happened in real life. Right, here we go. Last game of the stream. We're at home at Kilmarnock. Should be easy days, shouldn't it? Let's have them. See that. And then we'll go. We'll go mad for the final stream. I think it's the only right way. I know this. That's fine. That is quality. I did not know that, Philip. Ange was getting his boost of the day at centre in a housing estate. Outstanding. he is very much a man of the people. You have to say that. There's no else at Gracie's with big hands, is there? Not phased by much. I enjoyed his wee chat that Celtic shared the other day as well with Shane Warne. Believe it or not, I quite like the cricket. So I know it's not to everyone's liking, and I get all that, but I like it. And yeah, it was good debate that they both had, and both admiring each other's careers and all that. You know, a bit of an Australian connection. Stevie, Captain Sensible, not getting on it tonight. Two-day bender starting from tomorrow shall suffice. I like that attitude, mate. It's not because you're calming down, it's because, or backing down, it's because there is more madness to be had this weekend on other days. I kind of agree with that. Oh, it's getting a bit tight here at Celtic Park. 3-2. Oh, Saturday makes it 4-2 right before half time. Fantastic. I'm not quite sure what Feed the Bear misses. Do you not drink at all, Feed the Bear? No? Is that 0% Guinness you're talking about? I've never tried that. I maybe will one day. 0% Guinness. Sounds funny, doesn't it? Good taste, it was nice. Over 50 watching live now. Geez, we're just about to finish and everyone's jumping on the bus at the last minute. You unorganised rascals. A bit like me. There we go. A 5-2 win rounds up the stream for the night. We'll do a wee recap, look at the league table. Celtic now top of the pile, 2 points clear. Only 8 goals conceded in 10 games and averaging over 3 goals a game. If I have a wee look at the player stats, dominated the highest average rating by Celtic players. The goal scoring charts, Andy Kirk, for some reason, they put above Henrik Larsson, even though they're on the same goals. You can't be doing things like that. Andy Kirk. Jeez, so. But he's having a decent campaign. Henrik's obviously on fire, 11 goals in 15 games. Well, good for you, Feed the Bear, mate. Sends you nuts. It's not easy to walk away. Well done. Well done. Right. I think we'll call it a day there. Huge thank you to everyone who's watched the Championship Manager live stream. It's just a bit of novelty fun when we do this show. Not to be taken too seriously. The real action begins tomorrow night with the Double Down show. We will then, on Sunday, maybe do a watch along. Probably not, if I'm honest, because I'm just running out of time now. But that's certainly some food for thought, Donny. We'll definitely go post-match Sunday, though. We'll go live. And then the Monday Club, Bhoycie's Monday Club will be back on the Monday as well. You'll be sick of the sight of me by then. That'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 nights in a row. Jeez, oh. Superb. Thanks to everyone in the comments. Hope you all have a brilliant Friday night. And hopefully you'll all come back to the Double Down show tomorrow. I can get some more pat with you. Thanks again. Nice one. See you later.